Good afternoon. I'm Michael Katakis, owner of New Media Marketing, and I'm with my co-host, Patrick PMX.
Hey, guys. How we doing today?
Doing great, man. You know, together we're going to come to educate you guys about the power of new media, because the show is all about new media and how a professional team like Pat and me can offer advice on the most creative and innovative approaches to help with your brand awareness, expand your market share, and really just increase sales overall.
And if you want to find out more information on that, please visit www.powerofnewmedia.com.
So, Pat, today we're going to talk a little bit about brand. And, you know, we all need to master that art and power of storytelling in this digital world. And I think, you know, it really does begin with the brand. Or as we like to call it, the hook, look, and feel of of the whole of your whole story. And you know, our job is to try to educate you guys and tell you a little bit about it. This is funny, Pat. Check this out. I checked it up on the definition of brand. Okay, and it is the name, term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's product distinct, and the word distinct, from those of other sellers. Brands are used in business, marketing, and advertising. And listen to this, you're going to laugh at this one. Initially, livestock branding was adopted to differentiate one's personal cattle from another by means of a distinctive symbol burned into the animal skin with a hot branding iron. So that's where the whole term.
That's where the whole term of brand. Yeah, but now it's like today, you know, guys, we have like brands like Google. Brands like Coca-Cola, brands like NFL, and each one of them, you know, they're important because what they have over everyone else is more knowledge of the people around them. More people can recognize that symbol. More people can see that. And, you know, one of the really interesting ways I've been able to put that symbol into things is anywhere from coupon sites to like I said, YouTube commercials, Facebook. You can boost if you have a really nice picture. You can always like put down a couple of bucks, boost your post, get it out to people, and that's a real good way of getting that brand out there. And you know, it's just another step for all you guys to become a little bit closer to becoming Coca-Cola, the NFL, or Google.
So, you know, really the steps to success that we call them, and how do we want to develop that consistent brand image? And again, consistent is another key word, is that you really need to work on a few, we call them brand pillars, and the essence of creating a brand. And brand is, you know, important in that you have to define your story. And that story is where we try to help bring it out of you. You know, what is the difference of you as an insurance company or as an ABC company? What makes you unique? What makes you different from the guy next to you? Because that's the thing that you got to then focus in on. You know, we usually start with something called unique selling points. And unique selling points, or USPs, are the building blocks of your brand. They define your business philosophy. They make you what's different from the guy next to you and your competitor in that marketplace. And when you start to really, you know, lay that out and define those, it is the building blocks for everything for your brand. Logo, I know everybody knows them. They all say we have them. But you know what? A logo's got to do a lot more today. It's really got to communicate what you do. How many times, Pat, do we meet with companies and they show us their logo, and it's not that it's wrong. It just doesn't really identify what they do and who they are.
I agree with you. And you see it all the time. And unless you really align your business with your brand, you know, it's not really going to take effect. And, you know, for those of you who are just joining us, if you want to find out more information on logos and brands, please visit us online at www.powerofnewmedia.com.
You know, the graphical element is one thing, and you know, you can go to logo.com and you can do the, you know, the $100 logos with companies online, and they are a good starting point, especially if you have nothing. But to really work through it and define what that logo is, and everything from color to the size to the name to the font, all of them really do create a hook, look, and feel. And you know, and that's really that second part of that brand, and that's the logo. I mean, you know, what's funny, we're sitting here, we're at the Sloman studio, and, you know, and I'm looking at the Sloman shield, and it's a phenomenal logo. Why? Because it's a shield. It protects you. It protects your home security system, and the name is the Sloman Shield. I mean, so as simple as a graphical icon combined with the name, and I can't tell you how many times we meet with people and the name of the company means nothing, and it means nothing to the, that's when you really start to rely on that third leg of it called the tagline. The tagline is really crucial to the initiative and the branding. It's a slogan. It tells you who you are and what you do in I'm going to call it an emotional way. We do it better, we do it faster, we do it cleaner. What are those things? And those are the unique selling points combined into an emotional statement, sometimes called the tagline. So, make sure that you guys look at those, because if you don't home in on that as well, people look at your company and go, what?
Yeah. You got to really set yourself apart from the noise. I call it the noise. I don't know what the actual technical term is, but I know that if you can rise above the noise, you can usually get a lot more people to follow you, like you, share your comments, and again, that'll help establish your brand. So again, if you want to find out any more information on that, please visit our website at www.powerofnewmedia.com.
And we want to make sure that our cattle doesn't look like your cattle. And
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, if you're going to be neighbors with somebody, if you start branding, your brand on their cattle, it could get ugly. Back then,
we don't want to go that direction. So it's important that we do define those pillars of the brand, because people come up to me all the time. They're like, Mike, how do I start with my brand? And again, it's those unique selling points. What makes you different from the rest? It's that logo. What is separating you from the rest? And the tagline is, what does it explain it about yourself? And because if you really do sum it all up in that brand with your colors and your hook, look, and feel, that's the very first step before we do anything with any company. And from Fortune 500s down to pizzerias, you really got to start with the that brand, and then that moves us into the actual creative concept and branding. I think a lot of people get hung up on this part because they all think that they're Coca-Cola. And they all think that, hey, we can create any brand we want.
You always get that customer that walks in and they're like, I'm going to be the next Google. And they just, they just don't have the manpower, the budget. But you know what? One of the key things, and this goes to all of our friend marketers out there, helping out your customers and really letting them know where they're at, can save your customer tons of money on marketing. The best advice I can tell you is don't gild the lily. Let them know it's straight. And let them know the direction that you're going to take them in confidently. And that will, get people to follow you. People follow a leader. They don't follow, the guy who's doing whatever.
No, you're right.
They follow the leader. And, part of really becoming successful in your digital marketing is, try to lead the pack. You get thrown to the wolves. Come out leading the pack. Don't go in there and just start fighting with the wolves. Show them the direction. The reason why they're fighting in the first place is because they don't know which direction to go. Your brand will help you get them in that direction.
100%. I mean, again, my name is Michael Katakis. I'm the owner of New Media Marketing, and I'm here with my co-host, Patrick, from PMX. And, together we're trying to educate you a little bit about the power of new media and really increasing sales overall in this digital environment that's so hard to wade through because of all of the opportunities out there. But you know what? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you could have 20 different social media outlets, 20 different opportunities, but you still got to have the message. There's two things to this game. There's the message and the messenger. And a lot of times people get all hung up on the messenger. Like, well, should I be using Facebook versus this versus that? And it doesn't matter if you don't have your message defined.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, I want to talk to people. I can't tell you how many customers come in. And guys, if you're just joining us and, it's Sunday afternoon and you guys are out going to get your barbecuables, I wanted to let you know to visit our website at www.powerofnewmedia.com. But as I was saying, Mike, it's really good to have people that are going to, keep in line and really establish who you are. you know, and not worry about the channels that you're going to be communicating on. It's more about establishing that message before you tell people, you know?
No, 100%. And if you don't define your unique selling points, you don't define your logo and your tagline the right way, and you don't start off on that first basic steps, you're really going to end up in a bad place because there's going to get confusion. What is the show about? What is my message about? What are we talking about? And, you know, if we can't define that right off the bat, when somebody looks at you and go, I don't know what this company does or what they are, right off the bat, you're already in the hole, and you got to tell your story better.
So, Mike, it's also one thing, you know, we talk about it being difficult for you. One thing that's going to make it a lot less difficult for you is talking to Mike and myself. You can visit us online on our Facebook channel and communicate. You know, just tell us what's going on out there, and we're going to help you along.
All right, listen, we're going to take a quick little break, and we're going to come back and really nail into the creative concept and branding. Again, I'm Michael Katakis, Power of New Media with Pat
PMX.
Thank you.